Do you want to become a PvP god in Bed Wars and Skywars? Well, to become a legend in PvP, you need a good gaming mouse, which unfortunately costs a kidney, and that's why in today's video I'll show you guys amazing mice that are underrated and very budget friendly. Disclaimer, everything I say in the video is my personal opinion, and if you have any other mice recommendation, comment down below. Also, the gaming mice that I did and I'm mentioning in the video will be down in the description. With that being said, let's begin the video. XM1R is one of the most underrated gaming mouses that I ever used, and I kid you not when I say it's one of the most reliable mouses around the block. The XM1R costs around 60 bucks and weighs in around 70 grams, but hey, the one thing that shines the most is how we can double click, right click, and subscribe click. Okay, that's a bad joke, but seriously, this mouse has the adjustable debounce time, and whilst button clicking gave me around 20 CPS, which is weird. But hey, if you're looking for something that's cheap and efficient, then look no further ado, because I introduce you to the Razer Viper Mini. It weighs around 61 grams, which is really ultra weight and ambidextrous design for smooth and effortless control. And if you have a small hands, this is your best bet. And it usually costs around $30, which I think is kind of budget friendly. But then again, it cannot give you double clicks, which could be a very red flag for a lot of people. But then again, it's a great mouse for beginners as it's really cheap and efficient. And do not miss out buying this mouse if you have double clicking issue. But then again, if you're looking for a mouse that gets A+ on double clicking, then I introduce y'all to the Bloody A70. Speaking of Bloody A70, it's one of the best mouses for double clicking, as it destroys every single thing, and it's the destroyer of the world when it comes to drag clicking. Although I will admit it, Bloody A70 weighs in around 150 grams, which could be a bit heavy for people, but then again, it gives you the best edge when it comes to double click, as it uses infrared micro switch, and also costs around $50. Also, I will say Bloody A70 isn't really known for its long lasting ability, so make sure you get that into your head, as I'm not going to vouch for its capability, because I've had a couple of friends who stated that it didn't really serve them in the long run. But then again, if you're looking for something that's efficient and could destroy lobbies, Bloody A70 is your go-to mouse. But if you're looking for even cheap but efficient gaming mouse, then look no further ado, because I introduce you to the Logitech G203. It's a great mouse that allows jitter clicking and also has mechanical switches, although I will admit it that it weighs around 85 grams, and this mouse is built to last and costs around $30. I would say you can't really go wrong with jitter clicking on this mouse. And now everyone's favorite, the Glorious company. Personally, including the Glorious Model O and the Model D, and be telling their pros and cons, because I found the Model D to be intriguing because it's ergonomic in shape, which really requires a large hand. So if you have a small hand, don't go near Model D because it might be really hard for you to handle. But then again, if you have experience with the Razer Death Adder, then it's really similar to that size. And when you compare it to the Glorious Model O, it's very ambidextrous, so if you're small, really fit your hands, and you really got side switches, and also it could really be efficient if you're really looking for that. And these mouses can provide you with 20 CPS when butterfly clicking. It also provides smooth gameplay if you're into drag clicks as well, where you should actually get 20 to 30 CPS. Although I still use a Bloody A70 of this, my apologies lads. These mouses are great when it comes to bridging as well, so if you have a guard bridger, then look no further, because these mouses really do their wonders. So then again, moving onwards, we are going to talk about the HyperX Pulse Fire Haze. It's really intricate but reliable mouse, which costs around $40. Although I'll be really honest, I really love the clicking sound of this mouse, but hey, this mouse is really friendly towards folks with bigger hands. So if you're a large guy looking to butterfly click on this mouse, it wouldn't really work. And moving on to the next one is the Logitech G Pro, which is one of the best mouses for jitter clicking, and this is my personal favorite, that accommodates many grip and play styles, whilst providing a really smooth click rate. But then again, all good things comes with bad news. The Logitech G Pro cannot double click, and it costs around $100, which will actually burn your budget. And if you're looking for all-in-one mouse, then look no further. Cooler Mouse MM711. I will say this mouse is one of the most underrated ones I've seen in a while, and I've heard people who use this, they can double click and jitter click. But hey, if you're really on the tight budget, this is the right choice, fam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, are you looking for a mouse that you could customize and get as many dubs as possible? Well, then I introduce you to the Ultra Custom Ambi wireless gaming mouse, which is of course one of the best mouses that you could actually customize and still get depth. Folks, it weighs around 70 grams, and it could give you solid CPS, and you could actually drag click and get double CPS, as there's adjustable D-band stem. I cannot think of a way where you could go around with this mouse, because it's really great if you look from my standpoint, and it's one of the really secretive, but yet everyone really knows about it. But it actually costs around 69 bucks. I believe it's quite expensive for a mouse to be $69, but then again, if you're serious about customization and getting the W's, I would highly recommend it. Speaking of the next mouse, I would like to move on to the Kone 100, aka known as the best drag clicking mouse that you could actually buy. A lot of my friends have used it and said a lot of good things about the ROCCAT Kone 100, although I will admit it that it's a bit costly, where it goes around 50, maybe more, because I don't really know about the prices, because whenever it comes to stock it's already sold out. But then again, I could really vouch for it being reliable and efficient and being the best when it comes to drag clicking. So if you're a drag clicker type of guy, I would highly recommend getting it or checking it out in general, because you could really be satisfied. Although I will admit it that for the smaller hands it wouldn't really be the best, but hey, small hands do small hands. If y'all are still looking for a really cheap but efficient mouse, then I really recommend the Steelseries Rival 3, which is one of the underrated mouses that no one really speaks about, that could actually double click, butterfly click and jitter click. But hey, if you want something else, then I'll recommend you this. Before I reveal the number one spot, I'll be giving out some honorable mentions, which is the Logitech G703, which is my personal favorite, and the Red Dragon, which is one of the cheapest, coming at $20. Ladies and gentlemen, before I reveal my last gaming mouse, I would like to thank everyone for watching the video up until this point. It actually means a world to me, and if you could only subscribe and like, it would actually mean a lot to me. So if you are really dissatisfied with the content, or feel like I'm kind of different douchebag, you could actually unsub, and that would perhaps be sad, but then again, I respect you and your time. So if you're looking for someone that you could get you and feel you, feel free to sub. Hey, let's move on with the video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the drum rolls please. And number one, I'm presenting you the ROCCAT Kone Pro Air. This mouse is actually overpowered. You can drag click, jitter click, and have a really adjustable D-band time, which can let you have as many CPS as you potentially wanted. And this mouse has outstanding quality and is literally one of the most reliable mouses, and I will say that it does bring out a really great grip feeling and provides a seamless PvP experience regardless of your play size. So lads, if you're really looking for the mouse that's outside the box, I'm pretty much recommending you to buy a ROCCAT Kone Pro, or a bloody S70, or a glorious O or G. But at the end of the day, it's your choice that ultimately matters, and I would like to say everyone has their own style and preferences, so make sure you do your own research before buying these mices, and use my video as like a sort of reference. And if you have any questions or recommendations, feel free to comment down below, or simply join my Discord server.